Now, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has delivered a stark warning at the Munich Security Conference. He said that every single power plant in Ukraine has been damaged by Russian attacks, calling Vladimir Putin a slave to war. Zelensky said that millions of Ukrainians are now facing heating cuts in the dead of winter. And as the battlefield continues to burn on, pressure is now rising on the diplomatic front, with Donald Trump urging for negotiations and also questions growing over how much Ukraine may be asked to give up in terms of territory. Our next report tells you more.
Odesa is once again counting the cost of Russia's war. A Shahed drone strike has left dozens of vehicles destroyed, cars burnt into twisted metal, buses reduced to shells, and even an ambulance damaged. Ukrainian officials say one person was killed and several others injured at a port site in the Black Sea region. And just a day later, more drones hit the area, damaging a residential building. Firefighters were seen battling flames on a burning roof. As these strikes continue, the political pressure is also intensifying. US President Donald Trump has urged Zelensky to move quickly in negotiations with Moscow.
Well, Zelensky's going to have to get moving. Russia wants to make a deal, and Zelensky's going to have to get moving. Otherwise, he's going to miss a great opportunity. He has to move.
But Zelensky is warning against a peace that comes at Ukraine's expense. He says Ukraine is being asked too often to make concessions, while Russia is not. At Munich, Zelensky also spoke of a critical reality on the front lines. He said air defense support sometimes arrives only at the last moment, just before Russian attacks hit.
Honestly, one of the worst things a leader can hear in wartime is a report from the Air Force commander saying the air defense units are empty. And intelligence says a new massive attack may come in a day or two. Sometimes we manage to deliver new missiles for our Patriots or NASAMS just before an attack, and sometimes at the very last moment.
This came as the President of the European Parliament announced a €90 billion loan package for Ukraine, agreed in under 4 weeks. She called it a message that Europe is putting its money where its mouth is.
Next week, I will sign a €90 billion loan to Ukraine, agreed in under 4 weeks in an unprecedented speed. You might say it took us too long. We used to do things much slower before, but when push came to shove, we really put our money where our mouth is. And this is what we need to use as the strongest of message.
But with power plants damaged and cities under fire, the question remains, will Zelensky compromise or will Ukraine hold its line, even as the pressure to concede grows?